Hi, this is Mahesh Kosuri. Here we are going to discuss of SAP Analytics Cloud measure-based calculations. In my previous video, I have shown you calculated dimensions. Okay, this is the continuation of the same like measure-based calculations. Let us see what are the measure-based calculations. Where do we use them in our real-time scenarios? Yeah, so the same report here I'm showing you. Okay, this is the report. This report is in the view mode. Let me close it down. Yeah, this is in the edit mode so that we can use this report for our measure based calculations. We have seen previous video add dimensions. There we have seen dimension input control and calculated dimensions, right? The same way here dimensions and measures in our model. Actually, measure is also a dimension. In fact, even though we call it as the measures, but measure is also a dimension because in the measures section we have created like order quantity, unit price. These are the items we have created, right? So all are those becomes master data of the measures dimension. That's why it is showing the measures, right? If you go here, it will call all your members. It is showing all members. So measures is also a dimension we can consider. Now, now I have a requirement. Like here we are showing for every region, we are showing the data here, right? For every region, we are showing the data region wise we are showing the data here, and I want to compare this region data, each region data I want to compare with one specific region. The same thing we can achieve in the Excel also by using the sum lookup, right? By using the sum lookup, you sum of any particular by based on some criteria by passing the region so that you will get your sum records, then keep your sum lookup and the region data so that you can compare your data set, right? The same thing here we can achieve by using the measure based calculations. So as I said, like my requirement is to now compare this regions, each region data with any particular region and find the variance. That's what. Okay, for that, how can I do here? So here you can see measures. Okay, if you go here, add measure input control. That's fine. Already we know what is the input control, right? Dimension input control or measure input control. Almost both are same. Here we are showing only order quantity because we have only the data for the order quantity. That's why I'm not going with the measure input control. Let us work on the add calculation. What is this add calculation? Cool. This add calculation, it is giving three options for us: calculated measure, restricted measure, and aggregation. Right? So what is this restricted measure? First, let us focus on the restricted measure. What is this one? Restricted characteristic. Already, if you are familiar with the BW system, you know the restricted characteristic, how it behaves. You restrict your values for any particular characteristic value. That one you compare with the other characteristic values, right? The same thing here we can achieve by using the restricted measure. Hmm. This is here what I'm going to do here. I want to compare my regions data with south region. each region's data I want to compare with south region. So what I'm going to do, south order quantity, I'm giving this one. Okay, the name I'm giving south region order quantity. So my measure ID is this one. So I'm creating one dummy measure ID, measure member, right? That's what here I'm doing. Restricted measure is nothing but I'm creating one dummy measure member for the measure dimension. I'm creating one dummy member actually. So here I'm taking here my focus is on order quantity only because I have the data at order quantity. That's why I'm taking the order quantity. Dimensions. In this contest, dimension I need to select. So here I am selecting region. This is what my focus contest is. I want to compare the south order quantity by region with the other regions. The same measure I want to compare with the other regions. Okay, so here I'm completely hard coding this region to south. That's cool. Let us see what happens. Okay, so south order quantity I'm taking, it is nothing but a dummy measure member, dummy measure, or you can say. Okay, I have values here, south order quantity. I have values here. Now you can see this is showing values against the south only, right? Let me hide this panel. See, south only it is showing the values against the south. Here 19585, even the same value here it is posting. Of course, two decimals it is posting. It is the formatting issue. We can fix it. But this is not the way I'm expecting. I want to compare my east with the south. If I place south here, that would be easy for me to compare, right? Or else, for against the east, there is nothing. But it should not be like that. So that's why let me modify my restricted measure. Here you see measures. Here it is telling, okay, one model measure is there, order quantity, that is story calculation. I have created one story calculation. What is that? If you go here, south order quantity it is showing. Now let us go to the edit calculation. Go to the edit calculation here. Here you can keep enable constant selection. My constant dimension is region only. Okay, contest region I have selected. I want to display this data by the region. That's why I'm selecting region here, so that let us see where the data is available now. Data now it is showing against the east. I am seeing some data here 1958500. Interesting, right? South it is 19585 for the same period P02, same combination other than the quantity, right? It is showing two decimals. Let us go and format this story calculation. Here you go. This is the formatting options. This is use number formatting of account dimension. What it is doing, it is taking the account. If I click on here, it is reading, it is taking the number formatting of the account dimension. In my planning scenarios, we have discussed this one, right? In your model, you have account dimension and measures. Which one takes the precedence? We need to define to the system. We need to set the configuration in the model preferences. Okay, you configure, you take the account dimension formatting properties as the precedence over the measures, or you take measures formatting properties over the account dimension. That's what we need to tell to the system. It looks like I have not yet configured that one. That's why it's shown. So what I'm telling to the system here, okay, I don't want to take the account dimension properties for the formatting of my measure of my story calculation. Just I want to format here unformatted scale formatting fine. Okay, show sign as not required unit. Okay, that's fine. Now let us go and see the data how it looks like. Yeah, perfect, right? We are seeing the right values. This is 19585 we have now, and this is the south value. The south value we are posting against all the regions the same way. Here south is 29977. It is showing that value posting against all the values. It is simple. Sum lookup option based on the certain parameter, certain criteria we will pass, right? What criteria will pass to the sum lookup? Hey, you have columns of 10 regions. Suppose you have 10 regions, and against the 10 regions, let me open the Excel here. So you have north, south, south, east, west. Again, south is there. Okay, suppose here you have 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. Now you have to. What is this man? This is hiding every time. Something wrong with this. Okay. Okay, here in the Excel sheet, I have written one formula here. You can see here sum if I have written, right? What I have maintained, where data I have maintained here, sum if I have written. So what I'm telling to this range, okay, you read my values from here, and based on the south, you sum up the value and show here. So that what happens, I can compare my data. Suppose, let me paste here what I'm not getting values, right? Yeah, obviously I won't get. I will write once again this one. What I'm going to do, function, where is function man here? I will hard code for now. South I will hard code, and then take the range. Okay. It is not E to E4. That's fine. Yeah, come on, baby. Okay, finally I got it. Okay, now so here what I'm going to do, and this one also fixed range. This one also should not be changed. This one also should not be changed. What I'm going to do, I will expand this one so that what I can do now, I can compare this one, right? I can do variance. Hey, what is my variance with north to the south? I can go and I can compare variance. This is the way, whatever. Okay, so this one I can achieve by using the restricted measure. Restricted measure, what it is doing now, it is summing up. It is taking the south value and posting against the every region. If I hide this part, we think that okay, my order quantity for east is this one, but that is not the right value, right? This is based on the south. So in this scenario, generally we go with the restricted measure. Now coming to the other measure based one, go to the add calculation. What I'm going to do, I'm going to the calculated measure. I'm taking uh, variance region, variance region, variance region. So I want to compare now. I want to compare south order quantity to the order quantity of each region. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Now, what is my order quantity? Take the measure. See, this is the measure based calculation, right? That's why here it is showing over calculated measure. It is showing only the measures here. In these measures, I said south order quantity is also a measure member now. It is a dummy measure member. It is available, right? This measure we have created actual calculated measure. Restricted measure we have created. We can reuse into the calculated measure. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the order quantity comparing for every region with the south order quantity. This is what I'm going to do. That's cool, right? Let us go and see our data. Okay, it has posted. Yeah, data is there now. Of course, that is the formatting issue. We can fix it just like we did for the other story calculation, right? This has posted some data at least. Okay, let me go and format it first. Variance region. This is the issue we are seeing. I will fix it. We go first to make it as the zero decimal places so that we can see the perfect numbers. Yeah, cool. Now we see perfect numbers. Of course, zero decimals we have given. South we are seeing the zero records, right? Third one is the south region. Here third one is the south region. Platinum under the platinum. Second one is the south region. That's why wherever zero you see here, they are south to south comparison, and the where are you are seeing the values, those are variance record. See how you can compare your values. But here question is, I have fixed a restricted measure, right? What I said, what I did here, what I did, I have hard coded south. It is wrong, right? It is not dynamic. So what I'm going to do here, I go here, south, I will put here, I will take, I go here, now I will keep, I will refer this one to the, this field, B. Come on, what? I will refer to this field. That's cool. Now if I go north, my value will be changed, right? Oh, okay. So if I go east, if I go west, like this. So I want to make it as the dynamic. That's what we need, right? Analytics is the dynamic, right? So we need to be cautious when we are designing this kind of dashboards. Better avoid hard coding unless the user is expected to do so. So here restricted measure I have hard coded for the south region. Now let us go and check, is there any option to make it as a dynamic? Order quantity south I have maintained, right? South I have maintained here. May go here. Dynamic selection, that's fine. Booked member, it is showing all the members I am taking now. No, not all the members. Where is this man? Where is this man? Why? Input control configuration. Where is this man? So I'm going to make it as a dynamic here. Okay, restricted measure. So here what I'm doing, dimensions I have cleared the values here so that I'm getting new calculation input control here, right? So I'm selecting this new input control name ID. I'm giving like select region. Description I'm giving select region. Values I'm not giving any values. Select by member. Of course, I'm selecting all the members here. Wait, now you go here, input control configuration, multiple selection I have enabled. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Multiple selection also, let us select the multiple selection. So, what I'm trying to do here, I am making my member selection as dynamic so that I can see the data for different regional members against the each region member, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Properties, dimension is fine. These are all fine, right? Existing dimension. This is static list. No, not the static list. Okay, that's cool. No, now I have created one input control. Select region is my input control. I have selected this one also. Now let us add this one. Now region is my input control. Here select region is there, right? You see select region. Let me move it to some other part. All my page filters, I move it to some other part so that it is easy for you to understand. Okay, now I go with this one. First, let us go with the south because already we have seen the values, so we can easily recognize. Okay, south we have done 19585. We are seeing here for south. Now I go with some other member. North. I'm comparing with north. North is 6526. So here there is platinum. North for this north 2100. In this platinum region there is no north. That's the reason here you are seeing the blank. Cool, right? We have made it as the dynamic. Let me. This one I made it as man. Okay, this is another filter I have maintained. Okay, page filter. What is this? What I have added here? Okay, not required for now. This one I'm disabling this. Okay, let me save this. Okay, so I have made it as the dynamic, the restricted measure by using the input control. Okay, now what you can do for this variance, you can build one variance chart, right? Variance, you can build one variance chart. So what I'm going to do here, I'm adding one more page. So in the measure based calculations, we have done two things, right? One is restricted measure we have created, and another one is calculated measure also we have created. That is to calculate the variance between the order quantity and region wise selected region quantity. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do, just for uh, just out of my curiosity here, I am going to create one line chart. Okay. Okay, line chart I am creating here. So I want to see the variance. Left to y axis add account. Under the root I have order quantity, account input control, order quantity only I'm selecting here. And I'm taking variance. I'm taking the variance here. Okay, so measures, from measures I have taken variance. Right y axis, actually I need to get other one. I do not have two measures. I cannot compare this one. So what I go with the pie chart. Okay, or we can go with the donut also. Let me go with pie chart first. So pie chart, I'm measures. I'm using the variance accounts. My filters are version. I need to go with forecast. What region wise we have compared data, right? So region wise we have compared the data. That's why here I have selected the region wise. So overall, my order quantity per region I have, and variance region. So for the analytical purpose, generally pictorially we show, right? Graphical elements we show most of the times in the visualizations, right? So I have created a small pie chart for you. Why do we need the restricted measure and calculated measures? Where do we use them? So in this pie chart, I have taken two measures in the measure section. Accounts I have selected the order quantity. That's enough, right? In the color, I have selected two dimensions, region and measures, so that I can see my data in this format. Okay, order quantity. These are all order quantities. It is showing. What about my? These are all order quantities is showing. Where is my variance region? This is east variance region. It is showing, right? And my west part variance region. This is order quantity. This is variance region. I mean, variance region quantity. This is right. So that you can picturize, you can show your data in the graphical elements. That's the importance of measure based calculations. Okay, and of course we can build different scenarios. Mostly restricted measure and calculated measures we use in this kind of scenario. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. Bye.